Do you ever have those days where you don't want to wake up? Well, same. Truth is, I've been having them for a few days now. But to be honest, those days aren't the hardest. It's the thoughts that comes with it. But when you're an adult, staying in bed all day isn't gonna cut it. So like every other day, I get up. However, I feel like I need help today.
Hello. Yeah. Can you make an appointment for me today?
Alright, okay. Have a seat, Alisa. It's nice to see you again. Not actually. I was hoping that our last session was our last session.
You want to meet me?
No, it's just that I was hoping that you would, have overcome, solved the problems. It seems that you have not, then that is why you're back.
Yes.
That is okay. Go ahead, tell me what's up this time. Don't worry, as always, this space is a safe space.
Yeah. The thoughts keep coming back.
Oh, I see.
Suicidal thoughts.
Are you suicidal thoughts at that?
Yeah. And I tried your advice to go on a little adventure or trip with my parents. I really, really tried, but every little things they like to pinpoint it to me about me, and constantly, like usual, compare me with my sisters, and that's when I had it. I just stormed off from the restaurant that we were having dinner in, and I never seen them ever since
And when was this?
last week.
Last week. I see. How about your siblings, your sisters? Did you try to reach out, contact you, ask if you were okay?
Yeah, we're still in touch, but not like we used to. I just reply them when I want to.
Okay. So when did these thoughts come back to you, these suicidal thoughts?
After I stormed off from the restaurant, I immediately wanted to,
Let's just see. Is it because of guilt?
not kill. I would say that I feel like I don't deserve to live anymore because, if I'm not here anymore, my parents would have two perfect children, and don't have to deal with me, the problematic one.
That's not true. I don't think your parents think that way. Why do you think that way? Why do you believe you're the problematic daughter and not your sisters? Why do you think that your parents view you differently from them?
Well, first of all, I think it's because I ventured into another field of study than them. My parents wanted all of us to be in the science stream,
Yes.
but I went to arts.
You went to arts,
Yeah.
and your parents showed that they were not happy with this in any way. Did they show that they were like not proud? They were angry at you? Did they?
They were not angry at me. They were just constantly belittling me, saying that arts will never bring me anywhere, and that I'm basically going to be jobless. Yeah. So I feel like they don't really support me.
Like how they support your other sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, but I hope you know that art is not going. Art is actually trending right now. It's actually rising to the top of job scopes. Like you can take art and do anything. It's not just drawing, painting, and then selling those.
Exactly.
Yes, you can also. This is a career advice from me. You can also go into digital marketing, movies, animation.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with your art degree in whatever course that you are currently pursuing, which is, as you told me before, which is you're pursuing I'm sorry, I forgot what you were pursuing again.
I'm pursuing arts and animation.
Yes, see, art and animation. And you can go big with those degree.
And I hope so. But you know, they still don't see it. They still think science rules the world.
I believe most parents, especially Asian parents, and especially in Malaysia, they have that certain traditional old school thinking that you are only successful if you're a teacher, doctor, or a lawyer. But that's-
Professional.
Yeah, professional job.
Well, that's true, and that's why it's eating me up. Because they, their words really got into me, thinking that I'm a failure. You know, I'm bound to fail, and whatnot. Even though I get good grades.
Yes, your academic results here, I've looked into your background, are quite great. You're actually one of the top students in your class.
I know.
Yeah. That's something you should be proud of.
I don't know. I don't know what is proud anymore. Like, I've done all this stuff, but they still don't see my worth and my achievement. So I don't think I can be proud of myself because of that.
So it's the mindset that you have towards, I don't know, your upbringing, the way they view you as their daughter. So this is giving you all those intrusive, those overthinking thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you tried to fix the relationship with them, but it just backfired on you. And where are you currently living right now? Are you currently living by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Despite just living yourself, just living by yourself, in any way help you with your self-healing?
Sometimes it does because it gives me space to think about myself. But at the same time, being by myself for a long time can make you think of other things as well.
I see. Do you not have any friends you can share your problems or spend time with, to get you busy and your mind off things?
I try, but I feel like I'm burdening them with my sad stories. So I only find them when I'm feeling at my best,
Oh, I see, right.
which is rare.
Which is rare, okay. I was hoping that there would be more of those.
No.
But friends, true friends, I believe, are supposed to be there with you regardless of, happy or sad times, through thick and thin. So if they are really your friends, they wouldn't mind listening to your stories, even if you have told them like 1,000, a million times. They will just sit there and listen to you, because that's what real friends are for. So maybe if you feel if this session does change your mind, maybe you can open up to some of your friends a bit. Or is that hard?
It can be hard because when I talk with people, I tend to look at their body language and just a simple, taking their stuff from the other table or standing up to get a drink water, I would take it as they're not interested.
Oh, I see.
So, when that came into my mind, I just made myself stop talking.
Does this happen often? Or every time you talk with someone?
Yes, every time.
Personally, I feel like that's a valid reason why you feel that way. Maybe that's how you view people. If they're not paying 100% attention to it, you feel like they're not paying attention at all. But some people, even myself included, even though we're listening to something, we have to keep ourselves busy. When our friend is telling us a story, we tend to fidget or maybe grab a cup of water to drink because we feel empty. We don't feel. For me personally, I have a thing for movement. I have to move every second. As you can tell right now, my hands are moving because I feel quite empty if I don't move around a bit, even though if I'm just sitting here listening to it talk. So for me, you shouldn't take that too hard. that people are not listening to me because they're grabbing the bottle instead of listening.
See, it all comes back to me. I'm the problem.
No, you're not a problem, Elisa. It's you just have a different view on things, and that's all right.
Maybe.
You don't have to beat yourself up for it. Okay? But where does this come from? Why do you feel like the little things that people do?
Well, I read about it on the internet,
Okay.
and it says that it might triggered when I was a child. I was not heard. Maybe I was not heard by my parents, and that's why I learned how to talk when I only need to. So when I see their body language, I know that okay, this is a good time to talk.
Okay, so you indicate that it's time for you to talk
Yes.
when they're like facing to you and actually looking at you.
Yes, or in a good mood.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say that you should never self-diagnose yourself through the internet. Well,
Okay.
second of all, what do you think? Do you think that's the reason? Can you relate to that?
Yeah, actually.
So your parents were like that when you were a child.
Yeah.
So have you ever, tried to talk to it with your parents?
No. They are not that open.
They're not open.
Yeah. Just talking about emotions make them, I don't know.
Previously, you told me something about your parents and how they're like very traditional, quite strict with you,
Yes.
and you
Yeah.
feel a little protected, too protected around them, right? Feel like you don't have freedom.
Yes. That's true.
So is that still a problem?
A little, I guess they're not that protective of me anymore because as I told you, I feel like they don't care about me anymore.
And especially after the fight, you
Yeah.
think even more of that.
Yeah, like what's more precious is the lives of my two sisters more than mine. Like because they are in the science stream, they have a better future, so they need more attention to secure their future. And mine, because I'm, like they said, bound to fail. They don't pay much attention anymore.
Even if you're like really getting good grades,
Yeah, because getting good grades in art stream is like an easy thing for them. Like, it's just arts.
that's not true.
I don't know.
Oh, don't beat yourself too much. No, don't cry. It's okay. I want you to know that being in art stream, or regardless of the stream or what course you take, if you are able to make some yourself out of that, out of the degree you're studying, out of the course that you're doing, that's on you. That's on your talents, that's on your skills, that's on the time and effort, the dedication you put through. Okay? So even if your parents tell you that, okay, maybe this is not good, maybe that's based on their own opinion and experience, but that does not define who you are, what you're currently doing. Even if they think less of you, you shouldn't think less of yourself.
It's hard when my whole life I was, labeled as a failure or the black sheep of the family.
I see. And I've never been quite open, expressive with their love for you, am I right?
Yes.
They're always favoring your sisters over you.
Yes.
I see. And your thoughts started coming back after the fight, after you feel like, oh wow, they really don't love you.
Yeah. That's true. I've even prepared some stuff.
What stuff have you prepared?
A rope.
No, okay, I hope you will put that rope away, and I will be, getting frequent, hopefully getting frequent updates from you on this matter. Or would you like me to refer you to someone more specialized on this field?
I think, yeah, I need this. Like someone.
Okay. Maybe I'll refer you to the university's psychiatry.
Yeah, I think I needed that.
Don't worry if you're worried about any leaked information. I won't be telling them anything. I'll only referring you. I'll give them your personal information, but not what we have talked about in our sessions. And once you get there, they will ask you again the same questions, maybe even different questions to try to understand you better. And to try to stop you from having these thoughts of harming yourself.
Is it okay if I have a gap sem? Is that a thing? Semester gap?
Or you wanna wait one semester out and then
Yeah.
are you currently in your your second end, right?
Yes.
You're graduating next semester.
Yes. But with the mindset I have right now, I don't think I can continue.
Okay, I see.
So,
To be honest, quite frankly, you can wait one semester out, try to gather yourself, and then continue on. You have to talk with your dean about this and your program coordinator. However, and once I refer you to the psychiatry, maybe you can ask them for a letter to be presented to the dean or to the dean or your coordinator, program coordinator. However, I would, since you told me that you're in your last semester, I would prefer that. I mean, personal opinion. If you could, you should try and finish as soon as you can. But if you can, ask for a letter from the psychiatrist. Because you're so close to achieving your goal, right? You're one semester away.
I'm not sure what my goal is in life, but yeah, let's say like that.
Aww. Maybe you should take one semester off, try and get yourself back, and then come back again with new spirits, new goals.
Yeah, I'd like that.
You have any? How about do you have anyone else you can talk about? Your issues with outside. How about that boyfriend you mentioned before? Are you guys still together?
No, I think I'm too sensitive for him. Even though he has been a great guy, but I don't want to burden him anymore. I think he deserves better. Someone who actually communicates with them, with their feelings, instead of bottling them up and just, face it alone.
Oh, you mentioned about communication problem and bottling up emotions. Do you do this with your family as well?
Yes, I think so.
I see. And it's hard for you to express your feelings, right? Because of the environment you grew up in.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So you and your boyfriend is no longer together. And how are your friends? Do they know? Does any of your friends know that you came for counseling session and you're going through a hard time?
Like I told you, it's hard for me to tell anyone about my feelings because I always look for. I guess I always look at their actions.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I was still hoping that you had told someone that you were going through hard time.
I think if they know that I'm having these thoughts, they would have, another image of me.
And you're worried about that.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. So since you said this issue, these suicidal thoughts, these personal issues are not solvable just through talking, and these thoughts are getting stronger, right?
Yes.
And you've already even prepared the rope.
Yes.
I'm quite worried, so I will definitely refer you to the psychiatric ward. So is there anything else I should know?
So far,
Not so far, no. So after our session ends, where will you be going? Home? No, please don't go to the room.
yeah, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I hope you're kidding.
Yes. I'll just go back straight to home and probably cry myself.
Okay, but if any problem, maybe you can text me before they agree to the referral letter in the psychiatrist department. You can still text me or call me if you require another appointment before then.
Alright, will do.
Okay, so I hope you won't, let your intrusive, your suicidal thoughts win.
I'm trying.
And if you could wait it out a little longer until the referral letter is sent out, I will, take you out for lunch.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I'm broke now.
Okay, I understand. Student struggle.
Yes.
I was once too a student.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very broke.
Yes, I understand. Is that one of the reasons why you're currently having thoughts as well?
Maybe. I've used all of my money on the road.
Oh, I'm so sorry for laughing.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. But maybe you can ask for a refund on the room.
Maybe.
But I will treat you to a meal if you just hold on a little longer.
Alright.
Okay, so it appears that our time will be up soon. If you have anything else to say, tell me.
Well, I'll tell you if it came up again, the thoughts, but like you said, you will refer me to a psychiatrist.
Yes, to help you further look into your problems. Maybe this I'm not qualified to diagnose anyone with any mental disorders or any health problems. But I will refer you with because you've been having these very strong thoughts. So I'm quite worried. So I'll refer you to the psychiatric thoughts. As you can see, that is our time up.
Alright.
Okay, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you for the time.
Okay. I'm sorry for that the time cannot be any longer. That is the standard time.
I think it's enough.
Okay. Alright.